So it's recording now, so I'll pause it. Starting. Good.
Alright. Hi, today I'll be presenting the largest part of my heritage, which is my Greek ancestry. Due to the fact that Greeks have been around since 7,000 BC, and they started becoming the Greek culture you know in 1000 BC after the fall of Messenia. There's just, I'm not going to bore you with the history lesson, there's just whole classes going into Greek history. Instead, I'd rather tell you about my family and how my family got here and where exactly in Greece we come from. But first, quick facts about Greece. Its capital is Athens on the mainland. It has 1,200 to 6,000 islands, depending on how small of an island you count. And about 166 to 227 of those are actual towns out there. Greece is in Europe, obviously. It's a population of 10.75 million. It's ran by a parliamentary republic, so it does have a president. It borders Ionian, Mediterranean, and the Aegean Seas. And it borders Albania, Bulgaria, Turkey, Macedonia, Cyprus, Italy, its current currency is the euro, but while I was there, they were actually protesting the EU and attempting to vote to go back to the drachma, which was the currency that they had since 1000 BC almost. And it might be cool and ignores goatee. And then the currency, so its major industries are tourism, textiles, chemicals, and mining for marble mostly. Which is really cool because literally their streets are made out of marble. The place is awesome. And even the country's main religion is Orthodox Christianity, and at 98%, it's a huge part of Greek culture. Easter is our biggest holiday, and it's not just Greece, but also for to this day I still go to these Easter events. It's a piece of culture that we've held no matter how Americanized we are. It's called the lighting of the candle ceremony. So the way it works is you fast for X amount of weeks. And then the priest starts lighting his candle, and then they spread it by everybody lighting each other's candles until eventually there's St. Constantine and Helens over in where the hell it is. It'll be the whole outside just filled with people. So it's a really cool experience, religious or not. And then the family dynamic is pretty cool in Greece. I got to see an example of it when I visited my family in Greece. It was the only time I left the country and actually got to stay with my cousins. So in Greek culture, the grandfather is kind of the head of the family, and the extended family tends to all live together. So brothers, uncles, grandmother, everybody just lives together. This is actually my grandparents living over there. That's their son, and then that's his son. There's a couple other people that I had to dig through Facebook to find stuff, so it's hard to find them. But yeah, they all live together. There's 8 people, but the house is so big. If you ever seen my big fat Greek wedding, however, you know that they say that while men are the head, women are the neck. They point the guys, where to look. That's definitely true for Americanized Greeks. For dinner, it's common to eat lamb, Greek potatoes, pizza, feta cheese, Greek kebabs. Yep, that was us. And Greeks are known for heavy use of lemon and olive juice, which is where it gets a really tangy but also perfect taste. I thought they were going all out for us because they made all this stuff for us when I was visiting, but they asked them this is their daily meals. They just cook this stuff on a regular. They have it, in all the cheeses from the island that you're from, all the lambs from the island you're from. It's important for Greek culture is eating, kind of everywhere, and you can't visit your guy without gaining 10 pounds. So, without further ado, here's the story how I got here. I sat down with my yaya, which is Greek for grandma, and papu, which is Greek for grandpa, and I tried to piece together how we got here. So when I left, my yaya pretty much knew everything about it. Everything in America is taking place in Chicago, so we've lived here since the 1980s. My yaya is the first person since we left Greece to marry a non-full Greek. So we're very proud people, very proud culture. We tend to stick together. My yaya's parents were Irene and Edward Krampus. On her mom's side, her grandfather Peter Zumanos lived on a small island called Eos, where my family still lives to this day. So that's the little island I got to visit. Peter's father was actually a mayor of this island, but Peter was poor because it's an island, so they don't have much money. So being a mayor, you're still poor. And there just wasn't much money, so his cousin had already moved to America and told him about all the wonderful opportunities. So in 1909, my great-great-great-grandfather came to America with him. Peter served in America in World War I. This is funny. His brother also came to America, and when he was near Greece stationed there, he found out his dad was dying. So the U.S. gave him like a 7-day waiting period to like say goodbye, and he just did not come back. He stayed in Greece, which I almost did that when I went to Greece. So I don't blame him. He did try to come back like way later, but the U.S. said no. I don't blame him for that. Now the woman I know is Giota. I actually met in Eos. Her brother died in World War II during the occupation of the island during with Germany, because he was working with Europe in the U.S. against Germany. So they killed him, and apparently it was pretty like gruesome. Her grandma was telling me that Pluto was telling her about like they were hanging kids and like burning down villages and like really just wrecking Greece. But during this time, Peter Zemanis was already made in the United States, so our family started to take form. That's just kind of roughly my thing. I'm a his father's side, so Edward Crambulis, I have Netta Bliss, and John Crambulis. John Crambulis actually asks the father. So in Greek culture, it's super important that you ask the father of the bride to marry them. It's extremely disrespectful to not do that. So John's father asked Vanetta's father if say he's interested in Vanetta, and the quote she used is kind of made it through generations, kind of describing most of the women in our family. And it's alright, I don't know. So I thought that was funny. Now, my great-grandpa John was extremely poor as well when his father brought him. He actually had a horse and a buggy. This isn't it. I lost it. Yeah, this isn't it, but kind of like that idea. And he would actually just go buy fruits and vegetables and sell them in downtown Chicago. And that's pretty much how we made our money until we started getting more like modern jobs. On my guy's father's side, though, I skipped this. We're actually from Sparta. It's a place called Chrysopa, is the name of the city. It's pretty cool, so I'm a Spartan. So in conclusion, we have been here almost 100 years. We're still in Chicago, obviously, and with a much bigger spread of family. Really quick, I just want to say a little bit more about Eos, because it's a pretty cool place. This is Eos. I'll explain a little bit up there, but they have one of the cool things is they have 365 churches on it, one for each day of the year. And some of them are only open on we have Saints days. So if it's like St. Luke's Church, they'll only open on St. Luke's Day, and everybody in the island will go to St. Luke's Church. So that's cool. And then there's a famous icon of Virgin Mary there, and the story behind it is a priest on Eos kept having a dream about an icon on a raft. Kept having this dream. So he always checked the waters all the time. Eventually, one day, an icon really does show up in a raft on the. And apparently Crete, which is kind of across the water, it's still Greece though, have been invaded by the Turks. And to protect their religious icons, because they do take religion very, very seriously, they just put everything on a boat and just started sending it out to the ocean, hoping somebody else would pick it up. So he finds this Virgin Mary icon, puts it in his church, and it disappears, shows up at the top of a hill on Eos. They bring it back down, next night, reappears back at the top of the hill. So the priest has another dream, and he says that Virgin Mary told him that the icon wants to face Crete because that's where it's from. So they actually built this church specifically for it. This is it. It's at the top of the hill. And you can still go there today. I visited it. And that's just a cool little thing they got going on there. And finally, Homer. If you guys know him, he wrote the Odyssey. What he's for sure, Homer's credited with Odyssey. I know they say some of the other stories or other people. He's actually believed to be buried on Eos. So one more thing there. And then I really like that every island is full of history. Each island we go to, there's some weird thing, mythology or history that has some huge, background to it. But all the islands are actually created from Santorini, which I also got to visit, which was cool. So this big whole thing here, that's a volcano actually. It used to be one big island, and then it blew off the top of it when the caldera exploded, created basically every island in Greece. So that's always pretty cool. And while I was there, I got to see another thing called Akrotiri, which is believed to be where Homer had written about Atlantis. So these are some of the ruins. These places 500 BC, and they had running water and aqueducts before Rome was even a thing. So that's why he's lucky to think it was Atlantis, because of how technologically advanced they were at the time. But next door to Eos is where my family's heritage began. And thanks for listening.